Physics has, over centuries, built itself gradually, line by line, idea by idea. We have theories, tested endlessly, yet always incomplete, always evolving, always refined by experiment. Quantum electrodynamics exists, it's our pride, our joy, a theory incredibly precise, encompassing electric phenomena, magnetism, and light. Feynman said, it's not just equations, it's understanding how nature behaves, how particles interact, how energy moves. History matters, because physics grows, layer upon layer, like a story connecting heat, motion, and waves. Newton's laws explained, motion gave insight into heat because heat is motion, atoms vibrating, transferring energy. Sound also, once mysterious, becomes understandable through motion of atoms, propagating in waves through gases, liquids, solids. Newton's genius extended to gravity, forces between masses, action at a distance, predictable, measurable, and foundational. But light, electricity, magnetism appeared separate, different, until Maxwell's synthesis connected them all, revealing one truth: light is electromagnetic. Maxwell's equations predicted waves moving at a speed calculated through electric measurements, matching light speed, observed in nature. Thus emerged a theory of light electromagnetic waves, covering wide spectra from infrared through visible into ultraviolet, X-rays, and beyond. Visible light, a tiny slice, human eye limited. But physics sees all wavelengths, follow same rules. Different eyes, different creatures, see different ranges. Pit vipers detect infrared. Bees see ultraviolet. We build instruments to see beyond natural vision, radio waves, far infrared, X-rays, gamma rays, all manifestations of the same principle, all described by Maxwell's framework, unified under theory, light is one phenomenon. Atoms discovered later, tiny nuclei, electrons orbiting. Rutherford clarified nuclear structure, tiny cores dense, massive electrons around. But Newtonian motion fails, predictions collapse, classical physics breaks. Crisis emerged. Classical laws insufficient, electrons misbehaved, matter seemed mysterious, until quantum mechanics arose, light, matter, both followed new rules, probabilistic, discrete, unlike continuous Newtonian motion. By 1926, full quantum equations described electron motion, allowed understanding atomic properties, theoretical chemistry now rooted in physics principles, electrons governed by quantum laws. Chemistry, in essence, predictable by physics, atoms combine, react, rates calculable, principles known, though complex systems need approximations. Meanwhile, light theory, Maxwell, modified for quantum interaction with electrons, electrodynamics evolved, Maxwell plus quantum. Unified understanding emerges gradually. Relativity appeared, space and time, connected geometrically, behavior in one, predicts behavior in other, space-time framework, helping guess laws, giving symmetry constraints to physics. By 1927-1928, electron motion be quantum simple, mathematically precise, yet interaction with light remained challenging, full unification, electrons plus electromagnetic waves, accomplished by 1929. Quantum electrodynamics born, theory complete, but calculations difficult. If not careful, results absurd, zeros, infinities, nonsense numbers emerge. For 20 years, physicists struggled, experiment precision rising, subtle effects measured. Theory tested, yet full understanding remained elusive, challenge driving research, leading to new methods, new formulations, and Feynman diagrams later. This framework, electrons, light, quantum rules, foundations of matter, physics of chemistry, electromagnetic phenomena, all unconnected, a unified picture, nature seen clearly through quantum eyes. Experiments refined, precision increased, subtle effects discovered, pushing theory further, testing limits, challenging assumptions, probing nature deeply. Electrons, once mysterious, now described by quantum principles, wave functions, probabilities, uncertainties, fundamental, not flaws, nature's own rules. Feynman emphasized, understanding requires imagination, thinking differently, seeing electrons, not as particles alone, but as waves spread, probabilistic, interfering with themselves. Light interacts, electrons respond, emitting, absorbing photons, quanta of energy, discrete packets, unlike continuous waves, classical physics imagined. Maxwell's equations, beautiful but classical, required modification, photons introduced, electromagnetic field quantized, energy levels discrete, nature granular, yet elegant. Problems appeared, calculations diverged, infinities arose, renormalization developed. Discarding infinities, retain observable predictions, success achieved gradually. Feynman diagrams, pictorial tools, simplify calculations, visualize interactions, photons exchanged, electrons forces emerge, simplifying complex math. Quantum electrodynamics, predictive, astonishingly accurate, agreement with experiment, part per billion, the most precise theory ever developed, a triumph of human thought. Yet the story is not just math, it's physical intuition, seeing nature clearly, in terms of cause, effect, interactions, probabilities guiding outcomes. Feynman insisted, don't memorize equations, understand phenomena, ask why, visualize electrons, fields, forces, waves and quanta relationships, not symbols. Historical lessons matter, theory grows from experiment, synthesizing knowledge, unifying seemingly separate phenomena, heat, motion, light, electricity, magnetism, all connected. Quantum electrodynamics is pinnacle, but physics continuous, relativity integrated, space, time, symmetry constraints, guiding principles, simplifying predictions. Atoms interact, light absorbed, emitted. Chemistry emerges naturally, rules once empirical, now explainable, electrons in motion, quantum rules govern. Feynman explained complexity manageable. Even though many particles, interactions follow patterns, statistical, probabilistic yet comprehensible. Electromagnetic spectrum entire range from radio waves, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays, all unified, same physical laws, differ only in wavelength, frequency, energy accident of evolution, detects small slice, doesn't limit physics, instruments expand perception, revealing hidden phenomena, nature richer, beyond our senses. Interaction of light, matter governed, by quantum principles, photons mediate forces, electrons respond, atoms organize, chemistry, biology emerge predictably from microscopic laws. Feynman stressed conceptual clarity, visualization crucial. Mathematics aids understanding, but insight comes from imagining behavior, seeing patterns connecting phenomena logically. Theory tested, refined, still open-ended, new discoveries possible, pushing boundaries, extending understanding, modern physics evolving, quantum field theory, standard model, all trace roots to these early insights. Even now, QED remains model of precision, predicting phenomena, guiding experiment, illustrating beauty, consistency, power of unification, math and imagination, working together, human intellect exploring nature. Electrons move, fields fluctuate, quantum uncertainty dominates, probabilities guide, outcomes never deterministic, nature inherently unpredictable. Feynman stressed, classical intuition fails, must adopt quantum view, particles behave as waves, waves behave as particles, duality essential, conceptual framework vital. Photon exchange, forces manifest, electromagnetic interaction, electron scatters, emits, absorbs, probabilistic paths considered. All possibilities summed, amplitudes interfere, patterns emerge naturally. Feynman diagrams, visual shorthand, each line, vertex, represents reality, simplifies calculations, avoids infinities, connects theory, experiment, physical intuition reinforced. Light interacts, matter responds, atomic energy levels quantized, transitions discrete, emission and absorption, spectra predictable, matches observation precisely. Renormalization, trick to resolve infinities, mathematical consistency restored, physical predictions accurate, agreement with experiments astounding, QED triumph undeniable. Maxwell's equations, once continuous, now quantized, photons mediating forces, fields obey quantum rules, coherence maintained, probabilities squared, observables emerge. Virtual particles, temporary fluctuations, influence interactions subtly, contribute corrections, measurable effects, Lamb shift observed, anomalous magnetic moment, verified, precision, unmatched historically. Feynman explained, visualize processes, paths sum, all possibilities counted, interference yields reality, classical path approximation emerges, law of large numbers, restores intuition partially. Historical perspective crucial, development gradual, Newtonian mechanics first, laws of motion, gravity explained, thermodynamics, sound, electromagnetism, Maxwell synthesized, light understood, electrons orbit nuclei, classical picture fails, quantum rules emerge, relativity integrated, space-time unified, space-time connected, behavior transforms consistently, constraints guide theory, symmetry principles vital, simplify predictions, ensure consistency. Matter-light interaction, QED framework, electrons absorb, emit photons, atomic structure explained, chemical behavior derivable, theoretical chemistry emerges, physics underpins all, empirical rules reduce gradually, microscopic principles govern macroscopic phenomena. Electromagnetic spectrum vast, visible slice, instruments extend vision, reveal hidden phenomena, radio, infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays, same laws apply, wavelength varies, energy changes, nature uniform, perception limited. Feynman emphasized mathematical rigor supports, but visualization key, intuition, imagination required, understanding emerges, not rote memorization, conceptual clarity primary, insight drives discovery. Quantum world strange, counterintuitive, yet elegant, consistent, predictive power immense, experiments confirm, theory refined iteratively, interactions precisely understood, QED predictive accuracy extraordinary, one of physics' greatest achievements. Electrons, photons, fields intertwined, matter-light interaction fundamental explains chemical bonds, molecular spectra, macroscopic properties, chemistry, biology consequences, all traceable, emergent phenomena derivable from simple rules. Feynman's lectures, concepts clarified, intuitive approach emphasized, mathematics supports imagination, visualization essential, sum over histories, all paths considered. Probabilities guide outcomes, nature coherent, yet probabilistic. Quantum electrodynamics, subtle, intricate, nature probabilistic, predictions precise, experiments confirm. Calculations tricky, naive attempts fail. Infinities appear, results absurd, mathematical care essential. Renormalization introduced, infinite quantities removed, finite predictions emerge, physical consistency restored, theory validated experimentally. Feynman emphasized, diagrams intuitive, each vertex meaningful, electron-photon interactions visualized, paths summed, all possibilities included, interference patterns emerge. Vacuum fluctuations, virtual particles fleeting, mediate forces subtly, contribute measurable effects, like Lamb shift, anomalous magnetic moment, quantum corrections verified. Nature's precision astounding, predictions match measurements, up to decimal perfection, 20th century triumph undeniable. Electrons dance. Photons exchanged, fields quantized, probabilities fundamental, determinism replaced, uncertainty guides outcomes, classical laws modified, quantum rules govern. Feynman explained, understanding requires visualization, intuition complements mathematics, equations alone insufficient, conceptual clarity essential, insight drives innovation. Symmetries vital, space-time relations dictate, conservation laws emerge, consistency ensured, mathematics reflects nature, geometry underpins physics. Interactions complex, yet patterns simple. Renormalization ensures calculations meaningful, predictions testable, experiments verify accuracy. Light-matter interaction, quantum rules dominate, photons quantized, electrons move probabilistically, energy levels discrete, spectra predictable, chemical behavior derivable. Feynman philosophized, nature comprehensible, laws universal, yet intuitive understanding required, not blind computation, visualize phenomena deeply. Time evolution, paths interfere, sum over history's principle, all trajectories counted, probability amplitudes guide, classical paths approximate, emergent behavior understood, Q success, most precise theory, electromagnetic interactions, atomic properties, chemical structures, macroscopic consequences, united under quantum framework. Feynman stressed, simplicity underlying complexity, laws elegant, nature coherent. Even if counterintuitive, mathematical formalism supports, intuition clarifies. Electron scattering, Compton effect explained, radiative corrections calculated, agreement extraordinary, predictive power unmatched, experimental confirmation abundant. Philosophical insight, reality probabilistic, determinism limited, nature's behavior subtle, probabilities fundamental, measurement affects outcomes, observer interacts, conceptual shift profound. Maxwell merged, classical electrodynamics, light understood, quantum corrections applied, QED refined, renormalized consistently, results finite, calculable, measurable. Feynman diagrams, tool of thought, bridge mathematics, physics, visual intuition reinforced, summation over histories, complex phenomena simplified. Electrons, photons, fields intertwined, atomic interactions clear. Molecular behavior predictable, chemistry derivable, physics foundational, all emerges from quantum rules. Understanding grows, concepts deepen, physics intuitive, mathematics precise, nature comprehensible, yet mysterious, requiring imagination, insight. Physics evolved gradually, insight built carefully, experiments guided theory, theory predicted phenomena, nature revealed systematically. QED triumph remarkable, precision unprecedented, electrons, photons unified, classical ideas modified, quantum principles embraced. Feynman stressed understanding not blind computation, intuition complements mathematics, visualization clarifies predictions, conceptual grasp vital, theory tested repeatedly, Lamb shift measured, magnetic moments confirmed, agreement astounding, confidence in frameworks strengthened. Historical context matters, classical physics foundation, Newton Maxwell, laws synthesized gradually, progress cumulative, insight builds insight. Challenges faced decades, divergences encountered, calculations initially absurd, renormalization emerged, consistency restored, science advanced persistently. Mathematics formalized, Feynman diagrams illustrated, complex interactions simplified, electron-photon scattering intuitive, paths summed systematically, probabilities fundamental, classical paths approximate, electromagnetic spectrum vast, light one portion, infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, radio waves detectable, all unified conceptually, QED encompasses entirely, phenomena coherent. Atomic structure clarified, Rutherford core proposed, electrons orbit nuclei, classical laws fail, quantum mechanics resolves, discrete energy levels, chemical behavior predictable, theories predictive power, enables practical calculations, chemistry derivable fundamentally, materials behavior understood, electron motion governs, macroscopic properties emerge, philosophical insight profound, probabilistic nature, uncertainty inherent, observer interacts, measurement alters outcomes, classical determinism limited, intuition essential, reality comprehensible yet subtle. QED legacy enduring framework for particle physics, foundation for quantum field theory, interactions generalized, standard model eventually built, insight from Feynman crucial, tools influential globally. Feynman style exemplary, clarity with rigor. Curiosity drives research. Simplicity underlies complexity, visualization reinforces mathematics, experimentation validates theory, science human endeavor. Electrons, photons, vacuum fluctuations considered, virtual particles influence, quantum corrections precise, observables match theory, measurements confirm predictions. Synthesis complete, classical and quantum merged, space, time, fields, interactions, laws elegant, predictive, nature consistent, fundamental simplicity revealed. Feynman reflected, physics comprehensible, complexity manageable, principles intuitive, mathematics guides, experiments verify, knowledge cumulative, curiosity essential. QED success inspires, future discoveries probable, theoretical frameworks expanded, quantum field theory grows, conceptual clarity necessary. Imagination drives understanding, human insight progresses. Electrodynamics triumph, light, matter interaction explained, atomic behavior understood, probabilistic rules fundamental, classical approximations valid, universality apparent, laws elegant, nature coherent. Legacy profound, Feynman diagrams iconic, teaching influential, curiosity contagious, approach innovative, science accessible, understanding deepened globally, physics unified, classical roots respected, quantum principles embraced, experiments guide refinement, theoretical elegance celebrated, Feynman legacy enduring, intellectual vision clear, science human achievement.